Right, welcome back to the channel, guys. We thought we'd continue with a bit more of BD Shed of the Week. So this is my shed. Now, I bought this van probably about two and a half years ago now. Bought it off a customer of ours, someone I bought some cars off previously. This weirdly took my fancy. I have no idea why. Well, I do actually. I've got two little kids and it's got a crew cab setup. It's got a bench seat in the rear of it with 3 seats. It's got room in the back and it's actually separated off, which I'm sure you'll see some point in the video. Now, well, I might as well just admit it. I probably paid more than retail money for this van. I bought it for around about £4,000. Now it's got 100 Starship miles on it. And in all honesty, it was definitely 110% an impulse buy. A van like this at the time in really good condition was probably making around about 4,000 miles, but with probably less mileage on it. Anyway, let's skip over that a bit. So, my wife actually used the vehicle for probably about a year of its time with us. We got good use out of it, in fairness. And from there on in, it really did go downhill. About 2 years ago, at Christmas time, before lockdown, I actually had a lapse of concentration and hit a central reservation, which resulted in this wheel being destroyed and a few other components. Anyway, whatever, drive shaft, a few other bits. So that pretty much added to my cost. Alongside that, the van was actually stuck in Warrington. Now, it was Christmas time, so I couldn't actually get the car or the van away from there. So in that period of time, someone smashed a window, nicked the 𝗏𝗀 wind deflector from the other side and did a bit of damage to the wing mirrors. So that cost me some money as well. So now I'm probably in at about 4,700 quid. Not long after that, after we'd recovered the vehicle back here and got it repaired, I put an alternator on it. So there's another couple of hundred quid's worth of expense. So now the van probably owes me circa about 5 grand. Notwithstanding that, then there's damage to the front, which was me again. I actually hit a big rock. Long story short, but my daughter was actually feeding a horse and the horse bit her, and anyway, at that point I really didn't care. Just get her to the hospital and see what was wrong, and I hit both sides of the van on a rock. And that was the end of that. So we need a front splitter. Man, I'm making myself feel sick just going through this. The van needs lots of love and attention. Now it's got the side spats and the little kit that's on it. It's got the Ford badge on the front. It's got the little sunscreen here and the little deflector at the front. It needs a lot of body work. Probably more than it deserves, in fairness, but I do really like this van. It's fitted with some Land Rover rims with some Nankang tyres that you can't get in the UK anymore. They're actually active ones, which I import from Germany. They were the ones that were on the vehicle at the time the guy decided to install them. They were available in the UK, but they aren't. NS2s, I think they are. Yeah. So, what are we actually going to do with this? Well, I don't really know. The plan was to do something really stupid with it. When this first lockdown hit us, we decided that we were going to do something ridiculous with it. And we formulated a plan. We actually built a few bits for it, and then lockdown didn't really affect us. so we didn't have any time to do it. So as usual, it's got to take a back seat. As a result of that, Han decided to start using it again, my wife, and actually put the wrong fuel in it. So to add insult to injury, this thing has had a wheel bearing, it's had drive shafts, it's had an alternator, it's had a new wheel, it's had about 3 tyres, it's had some new other bits, it's also had the wrong fuel in it, so it's been emptied and a new load of fuel put in it alongside the fuel pump, which failed because I sat it for so long without doing anything about it. So yeah, it's a heartbreaking list. I reckon it probably stands me about £5,500, so I can't really afford to get rid of it. So I'm going to have to address all the rust patches that are on it, which are very, very new. What have you got to say, Alan? We didn't tell them anything about that. Anyway, Lee'll dub that out, just bleep that bit. Okay, so we'll put some new bits on it and we'll give it a bit of a tart up, because I can't actually bring myself to get rid of this thing, because I like the Ford, the Ranger style Ford that's on the front. There's a Ranger style Ford bit that's in the back as well. I'm sure Lee'll show you in some of the other bits that we film. And it just serves a purpose. It suits me down to the ground. I'm not one of those, as you can see by both Ben and I, we're not pretentious people, and we don't really care what we're seen in or what we drive. We just want to get around from A to B, and this suits me down to the ground. It's easy to get into for a person of my, slim stature. So we thought we'd take you on the ride really with this one as well, of maybe tightening up some of the bodywork. I'm not going to say I'm going to make this a shiny pin, because it's never going to be that without 10 grand thrown at it, and I'm just not going to do that. So let's see where we go with it. We might even let you, the viewers, decide what I do with this. I think I'll probably put a poll up at some point, probably in the next video, to see what you think we should do. Maybe like option A, option B, option C jobby for each stage of this resurrection, should we call it. Now, there are a few bits that need doing immediately. It's had one wheel bearing done, it probably needs another one. In honesty, it's had 2 drive shafts on it, probably needs another pair because of the stupid tyres that were on it, but I like them, so whatever. I'm probably going to take the vinyl off the front of the lights, because, or the smoke or whatever it is, the tint, because you can't see absolutely shit through it. So yeah, if you enjoy this sort of thing, then please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon if you want to stay notified of this sort of rubbish. Just something a bit unusual and interesting really. You've asked to see our cars before, so I thought we'd show you the sheds that we own, because the good stuff that we own is pretty boring. It's fairly samey. I own a Mark III RS. Ben's got a Q5, I think it is. Yeah, Q5. That he uses as his family vehicle. So, whatever. Let's see where this goes. We're going to show you a third vehicle very soon. That's owned by another member of the team here. That's even more of a shed, and you're going to really love that because it's way out of the ordinary. So stay tuned, see where this goes, and get involved in what you think we should do with it. And yeah, if you like this sort of stuff, then give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, then share this stuff about, and let's see if we can hit 7,000 or 8,000 subscribers pretty soon. Thanks for watching, stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video.